Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Hunt for Love ends with Jeniffer, Tiffany and Cortney picking partners and Chantel revealing she's dating a woman. 90-Day Hunt for Love featured Jeniffer Tarazona dumping Rob Warren on decision day, as well as Tiffany Franco choosing Rocky, Chantel Everett going public with her sexuality, and Cortney Reardon's inviting Colt Johnson to live with her during the season 1 episode that aired Monday night. The 90-Day Hunt for Love episode began with Rob Warren and Cole arguing at a party. Rob called Cole Mr. Sensitive, and then Cole told Rob to respect his wife and stop acting like a playboy. Rob insisted he was no longer involved with his estranged wife, Sophie Sierra, and Tim Malcolm called Cole's jab below the belt. Cole told Jeniffer Tarazona that he had so much more to offer her than Rob and would give her everything. He asked Jeniffer to stop wasting her time on Rob, a dirtbag and scumbag who was allegedly trying to take advantage of her. Rob didn't appreciate how Jeniffer seemed to care more about Cole's feelings than his own. I feel in the middle of a situation that wore me out. For one hand, I think that Rob has maybe been lying to me, and for the other hand, I really like when Cole sticks up for me, but I don't like when he gets controlling about it and his energy gets too high, Jeniffer explained in a confessional. Meanwhile, Tiffany Franco was still reeling from Elise's claim that Carlo had slept with her multiple times. Since Carlo had only told Tiffany about one sexual encounter, Tiffany believed Carlo had lied to her. Tiffany said she felt sad and hurt, and so she realized maybe she should pursue Rocky again and really explore what could be between them. The cast only had 2 days left in Tulum, and so the dating coaches asked them to do some serious work and reflect on the possible future of their relationships while sailing in luxury on a yacht. Elise admitted she felt let down by Carlo, whom she thought was being manipulated by Tiffany. What did she put in his ear for him to be going back to her? Elise vented to the cameras. Because as of 2 days ago, when he asked to be exclusive, he told me he didn't want to be a father to her children, and he wasn't sexually attracted to her. But clearly, he doesn't know what he wants. He's literally 38 years old. What the FCK are you doing? While on the yacht, Tim noticed that Rob was getting closer to his friend May. Since May was the only woman whom Tim had dated at the resort and was interested in, he hoped Rob wasn't going to steal her away. Chantel, meanwhile, confirmed that she had made her decision to explore things with her friend Ashley upon returning home. It feels amazing. I finally know the right decision for myself. But coming out to my friends and family, it feels very scary for me, Chantel shared in a confessional. I don't know what they'll think. Rocky then found Tiffany on the boat and gushed about how he loved spending time with her. Tiffany admitted to Rocky that she was interested in him, but was also still on the fence about dating Carlo. Tiffany gushed about how Rocky was calm, steady and confident. However, she had spent more quality time with Carlo and knew him better. Tiffany realized that she had to make a choice and was running out of time. Cortney Reardon's then revealed to the group that she and Colt Johnson had kissed. Usman Soja Boy Umar overheard the conversation and confessed it was awkward for him. We're going to stay here for a few weeks, and then he's talking about coming to Florida and staying with me. But I live with my parents. I don't know if my parents want him around, Cortney shared with the cast. Usman called Colt lazy, broke, and homeless. He worried that Colt was a scammer and Cortney was missing the bigger picture. Usman therefore interrupted Cortney's conversation and pointed out how Colt probably didn't have the means to travel if he couldn't even afford a place to live. Usman warned Cortney that she may regret her decision to date Colt. Do you think he's just trying to use me? Cortney asked Usman. He's using you already, Usman responded, adding how Colt was giving her nothing and she was giving him 110%. Usman reminded Cortney that he loved her, and Cortney acknowledged that she didn't want a man who was going to use her for a place to stay. After all, Cortney had gone on the show to find a successful man who would take care of her. Instead, I find probably the only homeless man at this retreat, Cortney pointed out to the cameras. I also don't like all the negative stuff his exes say about him. I feel like he has a bad reputation, and so maybe I should sit back and rethink things. Am I the sugar mama? Although Jeniffer was playing hard to get, Rob said he still liked her and wasn't ready to walk away. Rob therefore pulled Jeniffer aside for a chat on a quiet part of the boat. Rob insisted that he and May were just friends, and they never hooked up. But Jeniffer admitted she felt uneasy about Rob and there was something holding her back from dating him. Rob assured Jeniffer that they could make things work, and he pictured being with her after the show, but she admitted it was not an easy decision to make. I think we have a rare, deep connection and electricity, magnetism, Rob told Jeniffer. I don't feel like it's supposed to end. Jeniffer acknowledged her connection with Rob was intense, but she was 50-50 on whom to choose. I'll let you get back to your boyfriend, Rob noted. He's not my boyfriend, Jeniffer clarified. Meanwhile, Tiffany and Rocky were cuddling on the yacht, and Carlo said he was so over the double standard. Carlo was determined right then and there to take accountability for his mistakes, fight for Tiffany, and give their relationship his all. Carlo apologized to Tiffany again and told her how he felt so strongly about her, and she said she couldn't deny their strong connection. I am really conflicted, but I know long-term I can imagine something with you, Tiffany told Carlo. Meanwhile, Elise noticed Jeniffer was wearing a gold bracelet she had given to Rob on the first night. Elise asked Rob why he had given Jeniffer the bracelet, and Rob claimed that he never gave it to her. Rob alleged Jeniffer had taken the bracelet at some point in the process. Y'all work that out because I'm not even interested, Rob said. Shrugging off the drama, Elise then confronted Jeniffer, who insisted Rob had given her the bracelet. I said, "That's cute." And he said, "You can have it," Jeniffer announced. Elise yelled at Jeniffer that she could have her seconds and keep it, which erupted a verbal spat. Jeniffer ended up tossing the bracelet to Elise, but it worried Cole that she had clearly been in Rob's room at some point. That night, Cole assured Jeniffer that he was going to be committed to her going forward, and he'd like for them to visit each other after the show. Cole even said he'd be open to the K-1 visa process to bring her to the United States. What? Are you serious? Jeniffer replied with a big smile on her face before teasing, "Definitely, you will have my answer tomorrow." The next day, Tim set up a private yoga class for May. Tim, however, hurt his back and couldn't participate. Tim admitted it seemed like May was more into Rob and he was probably more her type, but she insisted they were only friends. Regardless of May's intentions, Tim noted that she had much more time to bond with Rob. "I appreciate you, and I still want to be your friend," Tim told May, essentially calling it quits on their relationship. May then confirmed that she and Rob had only hugged, and they truly were just friends. May told the cameras that Tim needed to work on his self-esteem and self-love after ending things with her prematurely out on the last day. Rocky made Tiffany breakfast and let her know how she was super cool and amazing. Rocky told Tiffany that he loves kids, and her having children of her own just gave him more of her to love. Rocky said he could see Tiffany's depth and soul, and that his heart was happy when he was around her, and then he performed her a little song on a ukulele. Tiffany's heart melted after their incredible date, but she felt guilty because she didn't want to hurt Carlo. That night, there was a big party for the cast, and Cortney was having second thoughts about Colt. Cortney wondered if Colt was using her for her kindness, or if Usman was making a last-ditch effort to win her over. Carlo continued to pursue Tiffany, and she admitted she had a stronger emotional connection with him than Rocky. But Tiffany said there was something special with Rocky, and they had a stable romance. At the party, the cast met with the dating coaches to reveal their decisions. Tim and Chantel announced how they had failed to find a connection at the resort, but Chantel revealed how it was an eye-opening experience for her. "I have somebody at home. Since being here and dating everybody and experiencing everyone, I realized that I really care for her. So I decided that I want to explore that relationship a little further," Chantel declared. Chantel said she was proud of herself and it felt great to now be public with her sexuality. She couldn't believe that she had started the show looking for husband material, and she was leaving with potential wifey material at home. Tiffany then had to reveal her choice, and that person was Rocky. The dating coaches called Rocky a dark horse, but Tiffany clarified how she and Rocky had actually hit off on day one. I want to be with someone who can take care of themselves and doesn't need me to fix them. And Rocky is that guy, Tiffany explained to the cameras. And he's someone that I can trust long-term and actually see a relationship outside of this with. I am excited for what the future holds for Rocky and I. Carlo told Tiffany that he'd never forget her, and he hoped Rocky, his friend, would treat her damn well. Carlo also expressed regret for hurting Tiffany during the process. Carlo went on to share, "Ultimately, I think our experience together has led me to the person who I really want to be with, Elise." Elise smiled and hugged Carlo as jaws were dropped on the floor. Elise said she had a ton of questions for Carlo, but she wanted to be with him. Carlo told Elise that he couldn't imagine his life without her, and he woke up every day thinking about her. "He said the same thing to me," Tiffany quipped. "You're just jealous." Carlo shouted at Tiffany. "I was there. I was right there," Rob confirmed, having Tiffany's back. Tiffany asked Carlo to be honest, but he accused her of lying. Pre-recorded footage did, in fact, show Carlo telling Tiffany that he woke up every day thinking about her, but he asked Elise, who appeared overwhelmed and confused, for another chance. "I was an idiot and I was weak," Carlo told Elise. "Please give me a third chance, and I promise you won't regret it." "I don't know, and that's my answer," Elise replied. Carlo then offered Elise his lifelong possession, a stuffed rabbit named Bun Bun, and that apparently did the trick. Elise was optimistic Carlo had changed and experienced some growth. Cortney was up next, and her decision was Colt. Cortney revealed that she had FaceTimed her parents, and they gave her permission to have Colt stay with them in Florida for up to a month. The news disappointed Usman, but then Cortney told Colt her decision via FaceTime, and he appeared thrilled. Usman wished the couple well on their journey, and Cortney concluded that she was finally at peace. "I hope Usman and I can still be friends, and with Colt I get the red flags. I see it all, and I'm not naive," Cortney explained to the cameras. "But when we're in the hospital, all we have is our imaginations. So we spent hours dreaming together and doing all of this future planning. Would I be happy in a cardboard box? Yes. He makes me laugh. I am ready, and I want to give it a chance." It then became Rob's turn to share his decision. Rob expressed how he was only interested in Jeniffer, and then Jeniffer said, "This is so hard," preceded by a long, silent pause. Jeniffer confirmed that she had strong feelings for two men. Jeniffer invited Cole to join them on stage, and she shared how they were both beautiful and amazing people. "I know that I need to be in something stable, and I think that, for that matter, Cole is the right person for me right now," Jeniffer announced. Rob appeared surprised as Jeniffer kissed an ecstatic Cole in front of everybody, but Jeniffer repeated how this was the hardest decision she had ever made in her life. "It sucks to see it, but I will say that the connection Jeniffer and I had reminded me of the connection I can have. So she's out there," Rob concluded. Rob subsequently told the cameras how Jeniffer had gone back and forth between rooms and Cole was going to be in for a rude awakening. "She will probably break his heart," Rob said. Cole gushed about how marriage and the K-1 visa was probably insight for Jeniffer and himself. And in order to prove his commitment, Cole gifted Jeniffer a gold bracelet that resembled the one Elise had given Rob, which was a blow to Rob's ego, according to Tim. Tim wasn't surprised, however, because he accused Jeniffer of being a manipulative liar who would chew Cole up and spit him out. The episode ended with Colt sipping on a cocktail and imagining he was drinking Usman's tears.